Good evening from Cabana Bay Beach Resort. This is not the main location of today's video. Today's main location is the Fast and Furious ride because we have the opening moment tonight, the grand opening moment. It's supposed to be fantastic. Everybody that has been telling us about it is saying, just wait until tonight. So I'm excited to see what they have in store for us, and they keep calling it star-studded. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if there has to be talent from the film has to be here, right? That's what star-studded means. So I'm excited to see who's here. We have officially made it over to the Fast and Furious Supercharged opening celebration.
Welcome Senior Vice President, Universal Creative, Thierry Koo.
Welcome everyone, and welcome back for many of you I recognize. Welcome to Universal Orlando Resort. But before we get to Fast and Furious Supercharged, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about some of the new experiences. Let me start with our Lagoon Show at Universal Studios Florida. We'll have a new Lagoon Show this summer. And then next year, one of the most highly themed roller coasters ever created will be coming to Hogsmeade. A new attraction will be opening to replace Terminator 2 3D at Universal Studios Florida. And the Universal's Endless Summer Resort with the Surfside Inn and the Dockside Inn will become our 7th and 8th hotels on our resort. Let's get back to the Fast and Furious Supercharged. I think that's why you came here after all, right?
There we go. We're headed off to the opening moment. This is exciting. I didn't know that the Mummy entrance was down right now as we pass by it. Here's where we are. This is going to be our view of the opening moment of Fast and Furious Supercharged. Is that a Lamborghini? Oh, fancy. They're just walking around with buckets full of Coronas for everybody. There's also these things, which look really interesting. This is cherry, apple, or blueberry pies on a stick. We've got about 10 minutes left until the opening moment. It's getting exciting.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how you feeling tonight? Welcome out and good evening to Fast and Furious Supercharged.
From the moment you walk inside this building, you're gonna feel what it's like to be part of the Fast family. You're gonna see some of the coolest cars that were driven by your favorite characters in the film. And you get a chance to ride along with them tonight on this incredible ride. So get ready and enjoy the ride.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I just heard there's a high-speed car chase happening nearby. I'll keep you posted on that. I'm sure everything's fine. Now, let's shift into high gear with the hottest dance crew on the streets. Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Ladies and gentlemen, how about a huge round of applause for our Academy of Villains? Please welcome Jordana Brewster, who plays Mia Torreto. Chris Ludacris Bridges, also known as Tej Parker. And Tyrese Gibson, you know him as Roman Pearce. And our final guest about ran into a little trouble, but he'll be here soon. It's Vin Diesel.
What it's like to be a part of our family, the Fast and Furious family. Who wants to be a part of the Fast and Furious family? Who wants to be a part of the Fast and Furious family? When you walk through this ride, when you experience this ride, you're going to have memories of scenes that you've seen in this franchise. That's going to take you back to those moments that you loved that made this saga what it is. And we want to give a big round of applause to Universal for making it happen. Yeah!
clear that we're very excited to get in here. And Vin is very excited. Are you guys excited out there? All right, so what we have to do next is actually unlock it. So do you have the key?
I don't have a key.
You guys have the key?
We could.
Who's got the key out there? Anybody? I'm just kidding. We've got this fence and this lock wired to this detonator. 3, 2, 1.
Now it's time to ride the ride and check out the cars on the inside. There it is, the aftermath of the car busting through the garage door. Oh no, here comes the lift. This is pretty neat. Oh look, you can see how the ramp was constructed. Wow. Let's head in and see if we can see any more Easter eggs that we haven't seen yet. Have all kinds of car sound effects throughout the queue. But I also noticed this lock on the door. Pretty neat and intricate. They even put the circuit board in there. Changing out the rear differential, I see. Now, do you really think that Dom Toretto is the kind of guy that would use gloves to work on a rear differential? One of the things that they said was unique about this version of Fast and Furious as opposed to the one out in California is that this one's based in San Francisco. We are coming up on a few that we've seen already. Like take for instance this Disaster Studios jacket right here, because this used to be where the Disaster ride was. And I think we also showed you this Out of Time license plate last time. A little call out to Frankenstein's monster, who was in the Beetlejuice review show that used to be in this location. And then of course they have a little Beetlejuice character up on top of this toolbox over here. A little nod to Paul Walker, I believe. They told us that there was a nod to Voodoo Donuts somewhere in here. I wonder where it is.
Honestly, I don't know why anybody challenges him. Me either.
What do you guys think is going on with the Smuggler's Cove Originals Tiki Cup? I like that he's dreaming of baby oil. There's another little nod to Paul Walker right there.
Just got a heads up from Hobbs. The FBI is about to raid your location.
Oh man, they always ruining our fun.
It gets worse. They're leading Owen Shaw right to your door.
I'll be here monitoring the whole situation, making sure you arrive safe, because after all, we are fam, right?
Here we go, just a few more Easter eggs. Take for instance these electrical boxes right here. If you look at the letters and the numbers on it, this one on the far left here says EQ for earthquake, and it closed in 1990. You can see the switch is turned off. And then this other one says DI, it opened in 1990. If you look at this next one, it says DI for disaster, which opened in 2008, and the switch is also off. If you look at the very last one, Fast and Furious 2018, and the switch is turned on. That right there, Embarcado, is from Earthquake for Disaster. So I've gone into the single rider line to see what they keep putting baby oil on him. This wanted board actually has a bunch of names from Universal Creative on it. And there's even a few of them over here with their pictures. They have a trophy case here with all of the keys and pink slips they've won in the races. There's a few memorable names on there. Here is Arthur Weasley, and then right here, there's Emmett Brown.
Okay, hold on.
Hill Valley. That's fun.
We'll talk offline.
Two-door coupe, 1986. That might be for a DeLorean. There's also an earthquake keychain here. So I was looking at all of the words on the title, and I looked right past. Yeah, a DMZ key, and then a little DeLorean keychain right there, or time machine keychain. It looks like this might be Smokey and the Bandit. Oh yeah, look, it's a little Thunderbird. Or a Trans Am. We're back in the main section where all the cars are, and I just noticed this. Dominic Torreto's toolbox for his Dodge Daytona. This last one's actually really hard to see and really hard to find, but if you look real carefully at the bottom of that drawer, it says this car runs on Beetlejuice, because Beetlejuice was the attraction that was here before. I believe Paul Walker's character was named Brian, and there it is. There's the spare parts for his Subaru WRX. I always think it's funny when there's things that are brand new but they make them look really old, like these two water fountains, brand new, but they age them to look like they're really old. Back out in the outside queue, and out here at the family barbecue, the Toretto family barbecue, there's a bunch of cervezas and one of them is tipped over, and we're kind of taking that as a nod to Paul Walker. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but there is the correct number of bottles. I think that was all of the Easter eggs in the queue. I think I found them all. Even though Vin Diesel is here today, his wax figure is still out here in the gift shop. The last time we were here, he wasn't there. That was the grand opening moment of Fast and Furious Supercharged. Thank you again to Universal for having us out. So, there you have it. With that being said, we are off, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Now it's time to pay the price.